All right. Hello, guys. The Holy Spirit instructed me to do a follow-up video on what we started where we were discussing the power of words. So there's 4 parts to that actually. And this part we're going to discuss is how you create using your words. But the 4 parts, it tells you, this part now, I'm going to be instructing you on how you create using your words. And then the next part, I'm gonna give you a video on how and where does that creation take place. And then the last video I'm gonna give you is how you create that reality, how that reality that you have created in the invisible leaves the invisible and manifests in your real environment. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to create using your words. And just to recap, by the way, I'm going to use my notebook. This is my notebook. I like it. It's titled Faith Can Move Mountains. And I'm going to use the book because of the fact that my notes that's written, whenever I'm in the school of the Spirit, because that's right, the Holy Spirit is the one that teaches me. So there's nothing I'm sharing with you that is my own information. God himself is the one teaching me. So he teach me, I teach you. That's part of my assignment actually. And so I'm going to use my notes when I write from when he's teaching. And that way I could give you the accurate thing than trying to pull everything from my head. Because I want you to be able to, in turn, take the video and write these things down if you are serious about your life, if you are serious about your destiny, if you are tired of your situation. All right? So just to recap, remember we said that, that your words, so your words, they are alive, right? And then your words is not in the volume, but it's in the vibration, right? And when I say your words, it's like you're using words like, let's say, like, I am sustained, I am supplied, I am covered, I live in abundance, I lay up gold as dust, right? So these are the kind of words we're talking about. Words that are also biblical, so that way you know what you're confessing and the words that you're saying, they would actually create because they are biblical. All right, they are words created from the promises in the Bible. All right, so remember we talk from the promise, not from the problem. All right, so let me read a couple of my notes. I'll flip a little pages and stuff because I want you to get it accurately. All right, because I really want you to start creating that reality that you want. All right, so let's take it from what I was explaining to you about feelings and emotions, right? And now remember I said the power that fills the words is what creates, right? And then remember I explained to you about feelings and emotions, and I said knowing the words alone is not enough, right? You have to put feelings behind the words. So the feelings that I was referring to behind the word, right? The spirit. It's the spirit behind. The spirit is what's behind the feeling. So remember, if your speech is dry and mechanical, right? And you're speaking from the place of fear, it will bear no fruits, right? It will bear no fruits. But when it's filled with feelings and you speak from one who already knows, right? Then your words take root. Because remember, your words are seeds that you are planting. Just in case you didn't know that. Your words are seeds. And every time you speak them, you are planting. So depending on what you say, you are either planting good seeds or you are planting bad seeds. Either way, those seeds are going to grow and produce what you're saying. All right, so let's go. So the secret is not in what you say, but in the emotional atmosphere from which you say it. All right, so remember, the letter of the word is the form. The feelings is the spirit, is its spirit. right? When you join the two, you will discover why heaven hears you, hears your language of emotions. When you join the word and when you join the spirit behind the feeling, then heaven hears you, right? So heaven, hold on. So we create from our subconscious, right? So because it's your subconsciousness that where your creation process takes place, it doesn't understand syllables and it doesn't understand grammar. It only knows rhythm from conviction. And rhythm from conviction comes with the feelings and the emotions. All right? So when your words and your feelings conflict, it's your feelings that would win every time. So if your words doesn't align with your feelings, you're not going to get the fruits from what you're saying. All right? Because your lips would be saying one thing, but your soul is saying another thing. All right? And the universe is perfectly obedient, right? Always responds to the deeper voice. It hears vibration of belief, not repetition of words. All right? So when you speak, enter into the mood of the word until the mood of the word become one and the same thing. All right? So here is how it works. Now I'm going to really have to grab my notebook for you. So every feeling is a frequency and every word is a form. When you speak, you are giving that feeling a body. Think of your speech as think of your speech as the clothing of emotion. Fear dressed in beautiful words will tremble. Faith dressed in simple language still commands results. So what you feel saturates what you say, and words respond to that saturation. So start cultivating perfect feelings and not perfect phrasing. Fill your words with belief. Remember, you have to believe God first in order to see what you want. So if you don't believe what you self are confessing, you are not going to get it. All right? So emotion is the power behind the words. Emotion is the electricity. The word is the light. So let's look at it like bulb in house. The word is the light bulb. Without current, the bulb stays dark. No matter how much you flip that switch on and off, without current, that bulb would stay dark. So don't focus on the words themselves. Focus on the current running through you as you speak them. You understand? So ask yourself this. Do I feel this? When you're putting these words to declare, do I feel this? You understand? Not do I remember this. You're not trying to remember the words you're saying. You're trying to feel them. You and the words must become one. They must become real to you. What you're saying must become real. You understand? So that way it doesn't become repetition. It must be real, right? So when your body hums with the reality of what you are declaring, when your heart beats and your voice carry the same rhythm, that's when creating begins. All right? So the power isn't from speaking louder or longer, meaning you could have lengthy declarations. It is from speaking from being. Words are tools. Yes, but feelings is the craftsman. And once the craftsman awakens, even the simplest words become divine. When you speak from fear, you create more fear. When you speak from love, you create more love. When you speak from freedom, the world rearranges itself to reflect that freedom. All right? So now you know why heaven does not hear the noise of your lips, but the song of your heart. So today, let's take this part. Every prayer you have ever prayed was answered according to its vibration, not its grammar. And every declaration that you have ever made was filled in proportion to your conviction, not your eloquence. So next time you speak it, say it. Okay, let me read it how I wrote it. Next time you speak, it is not what you say, it is what you mean, what you feel, and what you are when you say it. So you and what you're saying must become one. Okay? So now your next video I'm going to upload is where creation takes place in the subconscious. And it takes place during the period of Akinta sleep. So that will be our next video, telling you what is Akinta sleep and how you create in that period. So you're declaring all day, yes, but the creation part takes place between Akinta sleep. And so that would be our next video. All right, guys, I love you. And everything I am telling you, I have proven it for my own self. So everything I am sharing with you is because I can use my own life as a testimony. I don't have to rely on someone else's story to share with you. So take what I am saying and apply it, and you're going to start to see the changes in your life. All right? Looking forward to hearing your responses on this one.